Imagine spending nearly 2 decades as a prosecutor, becoming the first woman to run an entire state's legal system, then landing one of the highest legal jobs in the entire country, only to walk away from it just 14 months later. That is exactly what happened to Pam Bondi. Her journey is full of unexpected turns, and by the end, you will understand why so many people are still talking about her. Pamela Jo Bondi was born on November 17th, 1965, in Tampa, Florida. She grew up in a middle-class family where both of her parents worked as educators, and her father, Joseph Bondi, even served as the mayor of Temple Terrace for a period of time. Growing up in a household connected to public service planted an early interest in law and government inside young Pam, an interest that would shape the rest of her life. She attended Leon King High School in Tampa before moving on to the University of Florida, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in criminal justice in 1987. From there, she continued her education at Stetson University College of Law, graduating with her law degree in 1990. Soon after, she was admitted to the Florida bar and began her career as a prosecutor in Hillsborough County, where she spent years handling difficult cases, including those involving child abuse. Her personal life during this period was just as eventful as her professional one. In 1990, at the age of 24, she married a fellow law student named Garrett Barnes. The marriage did not last long, ending in divorce after only 22 months. A few years later, in 1996, she married again, this time to Scott Fitzgerald. That marriage lasted longer, but it too ended in divorce in 2002. Despite being twice divorced, Bondi never had children of her own, and she has generally kept the details of her family life away from public attention. Her career, however, continued to grow steadily. After spending almost 2 decades as a prosecutor, she made history in 2011 when she was elected as the 37th Attorney General of Florida, becoming the very first woman to ever hold that position in the state. During her 8 years in that role, from 2011 to 2019, she focused heavily on fighting human trafficking, tackling the opioid crisis, and cracking down on fraud, earning national attention for her tough approach to these issues. Along the way, her lifestyle also drew public curiosity. Records showed she accepted tens of thousands of dollars in gifts over the years, including trips to places like Wyoming, California, Mexico, and Israel, all funded by outside organizations. When questioned about whether these gifts influenced her decisions, she firmly denied it, insisting that no person or company would ever compromise the work her office was doing to protect everyday consumers. Bondi remained a close and loyal ally of Donald Trump for many years, a relationship that eventually led to the biggest opportunity of her career. In November of 2024, Trump announced he was nominating her to serve as United States Attorney General, praising her as smart, tough, and someone he had trusted for a long time. She officially stepped into the role in February of 2025, becoming the 87th person in American history to hold that position. But the national spotlight brought new challenges along with it. During her time as Attorney General, her department faced heavy criticism over several controversial decisions, including how certain investigations were handled. The most difficult moment of her tenure came from her handling of files related to Jeffrey Epstein. During a congressional appearance, she faced sharp criticism for her responses regarding survivors connected to the case, and the backlash grew louder over time, coming from both sides of the political aisle. Eventually, in April of 2026, after roughly 14 months in the role, Trump removed her as Attorney General, replacing her temporarily with Todd Blanche. Even after her departure, Trump spoke positively about her, calling her a great American patriot and a loyal friend, and thanking her for her years of service, noting she would be moving into a new role in the private sector. Away from the courtroom and the political spotlight, Bondi has kept much of her personal life private. She has been in a long relationship with a partner named John Wakefield since around 2017, and she was spotted wearing an engagement ring in 2025, though she has not shared many public details about their relationship. As of 2026, her estimated net worth sits around $3 million, built through her decades of legal work, media appearances, and various investments. From a determined young prosecutor in Florida to the first woman ever to lead the state's legal department, and eventually to one of the most scrutinized positions in the entire federal government, Pam Bondi's life shows just how quickly things can rise, and how just as quickly they can change completely.